Good morning everyone from Maisie and I. We're going to join you today to focus on reading for enjoyment, and I sent you a message to say that I'm going to read a little bit of one of my favourite books today, which is called The Iron Man. So I want you to have a little look. Jessica's going to zoom in on the front cover for me as I read you the blurb, and I want you to have think about a few things. The Iron Man came to the top of the cliff. Where had he come from? Nobody knows. How was he made? Nobody knows. So as you're having a look at the front cover of the book, have a think and a chat with someone at home about who the Iron Man might be. Are there any clues in the picture of the front cover that might tell you where had he come from? And are there any clues that you can find there that helps you think about how he might be made? Okay, and as you're having a think about that, I'm going to put Maisie down and we're going to get ready to read together. Now on the inside cover we see the title of the book, The Iron Man, and underneath that it says A Story in 5 Nights. So I want you to just have a little think about what you can see there and why that might follow the title, A Story in 5 Nights. What do you think that might mean? And we'll come back to that a little bit later on. So chapter 1 is titled The Coming of the Iron Man. And the author of this book, Ted Hughes, uses a lot of descriptive language. He uses a lot of words to compare the Iron Man to other things. These are called similes, to try and help you build a picture in your head. So I want you to have a listen as I'm reading. If you can hear any of those words, any of those comparisons that help you to build a picture of the Iron Man in your own head. The Iron Man came to the top of the cliff. How far had he walked? Nobody knows. Where had he come from? Nobody knows. How was he made? Nobody knows. Taller than a house, the Iron Man stood at the top of the cliff on the very brink in the darkness. The wind sang through his iron fingers. His great iron head, shaped like a dustbin, but as big as a bedroom, slowly turned to the right, slowly turned to the left. His iron ears turned this way, that way. He was hearing the sea. His eyes, like headlamps, glowed white, then red, then infrared, searching the sea. Never before had the Iron Man seen the sea. He swayed in the strong wind that pressed against his back. He swayed forward on the brink of the high cliff. And his right foot, his enormous iron right foot, lifted up, out, into space, and the Iron Man stepped forward, off the cliff, into nothingness. Crash! Down the cliff, the Iron Man came toppling, head over heels. Crash, crash, crash. From rock to rock, snag to snag, tumbling slowly. And as he crashed and crashed and crashed, his iron legs fell off. His iron arms broke off, and the hands broke off the arms. His great iron ears fell off, and his eyes fell out. His great iron head fell off. All the separate pieces tumbled, scattered, crashing, bumping, clanging, down onto the rocky beach far below. A few rocks tumbled with him. Then silence. Only the sound of the sea chewing away at the edge of the rocky beach where the bits and pieces of the Iron Man lay scattered far and wide, silent and unmoving. I'm going to stop there for today, and I want you to have a think about what language was used, what words do you remember hearing that compared the Iron Man to something else that helped build that picture of him in your mind. And we'll look forward to carrying on with the story a little bit more next week. Bye for now.